Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So what I'll do today, I'll talk about a very simple and yet very powerful feature. Um, so that's the contact to multiple accounts. You might have heard about it, you might have used it, but either way, I'm going to cover it, right? So imagine, usually what happens, right? If you are a contact, you often link to a specific account. Let's say a very simple example. You're a doctor, right? You work for a hospital, right? So it's like an account contact relationship. Let's say if an account is the name of an hospital, but sometimes what might happen, you might be consulting in a different hospital, right? Uh, so in that scenarios, right, you could use this contact to multiple accounts, right? So if you are consulting in, let's say, 4 or 5 hospitals, or other scenarios that you work for a financial institute, and you are also advisory in another financial institute. So in that case, you can leverage that as a client to uh, contact a multiple account. So I'll show you very simple examples. So if I go to account, so as you can see that I use a free org. So that's why you can see Data Cloud here, um, because you might know, right? Agent Force and Data Cloud comes free with any new developer edition you're going to sign up. So yeah, so if I look at this Dave account, right? So the Dave account has a contact that is Dave Mollison. Now this is like account to contact relationship, which is pretty straightforward, as you know. Now, if I go back and I look at the Lior General Limited, now you can see that we have Mr. Cohen, Leo Cohen, who's a you know who's linked to this account. But at the same time, the Dave Mollison is also part of this account. Now you might wonder, okay, so what's the role of Dave Mollison here? So if I look at View All, you can see he's an influencer, right? And he's not a direct link to this specific account. Now, it's quite easy to add a relationship. You can pretty much go here and do that, or you can go back, and if you're in this specific account, let's say if you wanted to add another contact who may have some roles to play, so you can just go to add relationship and look for a contact, and depending upon the roles, you can also add extra roles. But just give an example. If it's a evaluator, you can choose the evaluator and do that, right? Now, this is very, very simple when it comes to um, account to contact to multiple accounts, and it's an out of box functionality, but you won't get it straight away from out of box. You need to enable certain things. I'll show you what all the things you need to enable. So first thing first, you need to go to setup, and under setup, what do you need to do? Just go to account. Under account, just go to account settings, and under account settings, my apologies. There's some browser issue, right? As you can see that it's still waiting for an update. I use Ubuntu, so yeah, I'll have to update it. So, anyways, so you will see something like this account setting, right? And there is an option you need to enable that allow users to relate a contact to multiple accounts. So you need to tick that. So without doing that, you cannot use this functionality, right? So once you do that, and go back, you need to enable another. Sorry, in fact, you need to disable another option. That is um, activity settings. I know it's a pain, right? You just need to go to different, but you need to disable this one. Roll up activities to a contact primary account, and if you look at the help text, it clearly shows, right? Uh, do not select this option if you allow users to relate contact to multiple accounts, right? So disable that. The most important thing you need to do is to change your page layout settings. So go to account, um, you go to page layout, go to account layout, and go to your page. Go to relate the list, and you can drag and drop the related contact here, right? And once you do that, go here under properties and move the direct from left to right, because it shows you the if a contact is directly linked to an account or not, right? So that's pretty much you have to do, and you're good to go to use this great functionality. Um, I know that you might think, hey, it's quite simple, right? But it's very powerful out of box functionality, right? And from a data architect certification, you may get asked a question around this, right? But it's very good to know, right? It's a part of this course. It's a part of the certification. I would say you need to know, right? At least this is out of box functionality. So that's pretty much I wanted to cover in this episode. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Adios.